I submit to you on behalf of the House of Representatives that your duty demands that you convict President Trump.
Donald Trump was the central player in the corrupt scheme, assisted principally by his private attorney, Rudy Giuliani. The president and his agents wielded the powers of the presidency and the full weight of the U.S. government to increase pressure on Ukraine's new president to coerce him to announce 2 sham investigations that would smear his potential election opponent and raise his political standing. Both the White House meeting and also the security assistant were conditioned on the announcement of the investigations that Sondland, Giuliani, and others had been negotiating with the same aide earlier in August.
And what could undermine our national security more than to withhold from a foreign ally fighting a hot war against our adversary hundreds of millions of dollars of military aid so that they may fight the war over there, keeping us safe here.
By early September of last year, the president's pressure campaign appeared on the verge of succeeding. Until that is, the president got caught and the scheme was exposed. He tried to conceal the facts from Congress, using every tool and legal window dressing he could to block evidence and muzzle witnesses.
People like Ambassador Marie Yovanovitch, her decades of nonpartisan service were turned against her in a vicious smear campaign that reached all the way to the president.
Professor Dershowitz and the other counselors to the president have argued that if the president thinks that something is in his interest, then it is by definition in the interest of the American people. We have said throughout this process that we cannot and should not leave our common sense at the door.
Now, some say no impeachment when there's an election coming, but without term limits, when they wrote the Constitution, there was always an election coming. If impeachment in election years was not to be, our founders would have said so.
You've heard arguments from the President's counsel that impeachment would overturn the results of the 2016 election. You have heard that in seeking the removal and disqualification of the President, the House is seeking to interfere in the next election. Senators, neither is true. Now, I don't pretend that this is an easy process. It's not designed to be easy. It shouldn't be easy to impeach or convict a president. Impeachment is an extraordinary remedy, a tool only to be used in rare instances of grave misconduct. But it is in the Constitution for a reason. In America, no one is above the law, even those elected President of the United States. And I would say, especially those elected President of the United States.
The facts are clear, and so is the Constitution. The only question is what you, the Senate, will do.
The plot goes on, the scheming persists, and the danger will never recede. He has done it before. He will do it again. What are the odds, if left in office, that he will continue trying to cheat? I will tell you, 100%. Not 5, not 10, or even 50, but 100%. If you have found him guilty and you do not remove him from office, he will continue trying to cheat in the election until he succeeds.